Welcome back everyone to Pinetopia, and today we are back here at our little temple where we are going to be building the next phase of it. We've got the outline here, and what I'm going to build next is the lower part where we are going to have the outlook into the water here. And the plan is to go down 6 steps. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. And I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. The idea is to have it in 3 sections, 4 in the middle that are not going to be going down, at least not yet, and the other 4 that are going to go down step by step. Now, I will, of course, need to clear out all this, and then I could go down step by step on that. And then we do the same thing on the other side. For the center part, though, I want it to stay at top for the 6 steps where this is going down, and then it'll drop down suddenly. And this this enough space? All right, let's have it just go 4 and then drop suddenly. Yeah, I think that will be better. Let's go down slowly and see how well this works. Which means that next we go down the next step. Another step like this. See, we are 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this gets down to, actually, we are going to want to remove all this anyway, so let's remove it all now. And what we're going to do is we are going to slowly stair step our way down so that the parts near the bottom are going to be 6 steps down, because eventually we are going to replace the wall with glass. And that glass, of course, is then going to give us a nice sea view here. Now, at the moment, of course, we have no sea view, but I will be taking that all out so that we will have a view of the sea by the time we're actually finishing this. So let me do a lot more mining and we should get our stair step. The idea here is that you could look here and look down upon whatever's going on here, but that doesn't look all that good, does it? No, not at all. It is too precipitous a drop. I guess maybe 2 more in and see what that does. But I have a feeling I'm just going to be winding up doing the same thing here and just making a stair down all the way through. It wasn't what I was thinking of doing, but it may turn out that that would be much better considering what it is. I was thinking that, well, I have a nice amount of room. Do I? No, this is still a bit on the tight squeeze size, it looks like. Because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But one of the reasons why I was thinking of not going through here with the stairs all the way is because I wanted you to be able to go through down here through a second level. So it looks like I'm going to do the second level in a different way rather than having it go out further from the top. I will just do it the opposite way. And I think that might then look a little bit better on the matter. So I'm going to go in on this way here. And try that. Then we can have the doorway then go like this. And then this will be the passage out into the other section. So we put a couple of torches there, put a couple of torches there for lighting purposes, and see how this operates. Now, how does that look? That looks a bit better. I think I should be able to see what... Maybe it's going down too far. Is 5 down far enough? Now I need to have room for you to go through on here. So I'd like my ceilings to be 3 high. Then I'll need 4 high for that. Doot, doot. I think I could stand to be slightly higher on this because I think that's the other thing is I am going down too far. Now I do have to go down a certain minimum amount simply because of how this operates. We are starting out 1 above, so therefore the first step down brings us down right down to sea level, and then the steps down after that are the ones that actually bring us underwater. And I think I'll just make this 5 down instead of 6 down, and I think that will look much, much better. Let's see, how about if I take this, turn this into polished diorite, and I want to turn that into slabs so that we could save a bit and also should I use higher slabs or lower slabs? I think I'll use upper slabs. The upper slabs have the advantage, I think, of working better with the way the layering is, even though they do have the disadvantage of right. Oh, that's right. That's the way you do it. Unfortunately, it has the disadvantage of course, mobs being able to spawn it. So, of course, I will have to light the place up. But I could throw in lanterns to work on that. Of course, the long-term plan is to have sea lamps to do this, but then I could always use regular lanterns for now for the operation. All right, and there you go. Yeah, I think that would be a nice floor for it. So that's down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of 6. See how that looks. Yeah, and that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 high on where we are dealing with the sea. And I think that will be a nice sufficient amount. Okay, good. And that means that we could take this out and also make that into diorite. Good. Now I could use some stairs in addition to more slabs. And for the stairs, that's why I brought this thing here in the first place, is so that I could have... Can you polish diorite here, or... Yeah, polish diorite. There you go. Boom. That's 39, so... Oh, I got a full thing here. So, stairs. How many stairs do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 down, it's 20, it's 40 then? Actually, if we need 40, then just add 1 to that. Boom. 2 stairs. Presto. Now, when we get down to here, the things are going to be, yeah, all right, there you go. Yeah, like that. Well, that looks a little funny. What if instead of using a stair here, I place one of those there? Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. All right. Much better. All right. Then I just have to do the same thing on this side. And we have a nice symmetrical system. I will have to decide what to make this out of. Will I have it open? And maybe use it as a storage area, or actually probably the best thing to do is to have inverted stairs so that we can, yeah, inverted stairs, because I think that will look a lot better. That way that looks more connected when you have that as inverted stairs. Let's see, that'll be tricky to achieve with what I've got right now, so I'll temporarily cut that down and see how that works. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. One, two. Oh, I don't have to go in past one. I only have to do that for the first layer since. Right. No, actually, no. Take that back. Should I? Oh, it could be as a niche. Yeah, but which case, yeah, I would want diorite on that end then. So let's put that diorite there. No, not like that. I'll have to go into here. Something like that. And I figure I could put a chest right there, and I think it'll be able to open because it's not completely solid there. And I could do that for the other side. As for what I do here, I'm going to decide on that for later. And I can make it obvious that's going to be done for later by using cobble there temporarily. Because definitely long-term walls are going to be out of prismarine, but I don't have the prismarine yet. I'll probably have to do that in the next episode, or at least start preparing for that ordeal in order to trying to get the prismarine. Whee, that will be a lot of fun. Now let's take care of this little bit up here. And what I want to do here, I suppose here I would have to use full blocks for that to look right. Good. And yes, that will also have to follow it down. Let's see. I may eventually replace this with prismarine, but lacking that for the moment, we'll do that. Of course, I could temporarily put in stone, not stone, I will say smooth stone, and that could be a temporary wall that I could use to stand in until I do have the prismarine. But anyway, here you come here, you can see what's going on down here, or you could come down this way. All right. And we will, of course, want the sea view here. So that's where we are going to come in with the glass. Now the question is, what type of glass do we want? Well, before I start going around playing with glass, I will switch to Silk Touch. Pick to... Actually, no, I'm still going to need the regular one for a little while because in order to get this out. So I'm going to excavate this stuff. and replace this with a glass. Now the question is whether the glass should be plain glass. Well, for now we'll make it plain glass because I do have a Silk Touch pick, and as long as I remember to use it for taking out the glass, then if I decide I want to color it for some reason, then we could do it. Yes, it looks silly having glass going right into the place here, but I'm going to cut out that portion so that everything makes a lot more sense when we actually do it for real. Here we go. And let's see, how far should I make this go? So 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think 4 in, and I think that will be just the size that I want to do everything. There we have it. Our nice little viewing area. As soon as we clear out everything behind it, which should be the next step, I wanted to do the glass first so that when I clear this out, I wouldn't be stuck with water flowing inside because that would have been really a real pain getting all that water out if I did it that way. Now I figure I will go this way and clear everything out at this level, and then we can do it one more time on this end. And then, of course, we'll have to go down 4 more levels in order to be able to actually see out because we want the view to be of the sea through the glass. Now comes the point where I'm going to add water. And thinking of the easiest way to do that, let's see what happens if I just bring this down and see what happens as a result of that. We're going to get this flood coming in from the sea being taken down around it. Okay. And just slowly get this down all the way through. Uh, huh. Well, this isn't working as well as I hoped, that's for sure. Definitely not working as well as I hoped, but perhaps once I get more of it down, we can start to get some water sources down near the bottom, which is what I really want here. I do have to make sure things don't go around too suddenly on here, so I'll probably have a whole lot more, oopsie daisy, that's going to have to be taken out in order to get things to operate properly. Right. Look at this. Oh boy. Ah, this is worse than I was imagining it could be. Well, that is awful. Right? Really? Well, I guess I'm just going to have to bring this down a little bit more so that a little bit more of the ocean comes through because I would want the lower levels to be source blocks. Look at this. Well, first, yeah. Well, let's see what happens if I bring out a little bit of this. That's always going to be problematic. I'll probably have to bring in some kelp in order to help to convert some of this stuff into source blocks. Oops, that was too high. Ooh, that's bad. All right, well, probably just as well that over here. Oh, we do have to take care of that too. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, I think maybe I should have tried plan B instead of this plan, where I was thinking maybe I should have created the water first using buckets and then opened this up. But, well, I have a feeling that would have had its own dangers. Looks like we've got monsters coming, so I think I'll have to deal with a few of those before I get going. And as I'm trying to figure this out, a wandering trader comes in, wanting to sell me some kelp. Really? I wonder if there's anywhere else where I can get some kelp. Good grief. Now, as for this thing, since I've managed to really botch this up, what if I put this up here? And I figure if I could put some water on each side, some water on each side, and there you go. Maybe I could make some sort of semblance of something useful. Now, unfortunately, you have some of these that don't seem to be acting properly. All right, all those are going out. All right. So now what happens if I try this? Will this look right or will this look horrible? Uh, really? Well, what would happen if I plant some kelp around here? Because I had went around to pick up some kelp. No, I didn't buy it. I collected it from the local area just before Mr. Trader came by. And I figure maybe in some places I can get it to grow and see what will happen as a result. Probably nothing useful based on how it won't let me plant it at some locations. Ooh. I'm hoping that some of these will turn into source blocks and help to rectify this grand mess that I inevitably created. And I guess I'll just have to see if I can find some way of salvaging this mess. It's starting to look a bit more still and quieter. No more holes in the water. Now there are a couple of more places where it's still flowing there, so it's not perfect yet. But perhaps I could slowly get that to be right. But now, let's see what we have here for my view. Well, I will have to remove the kelp at some point, but I'm hoping that will help in order to straighten out and quiet the water, in which case, if that does work, it'll be worth the temporary obstruction there. But the long term is to have some sea lanterns here so that we could see visible in there, maybe take a few more of those, another layer of the dirt out or not. I have to think on that because after all the trouble this has cost me, I might not want to do that. But I think that looks nice. And from here, well, you can't see the full effect when you're down here, but I think you can see it here. What I will have to do though is I am going to move a coral reef, get some coral, since I know where there's a reef at, and create my own coral reef in this area so that it will be visible from here. And that will be one of the things I'll be doing in this. But that's all the time I have for this time. And in the next episode, I think I'm going to have to do some serious preparations to get ready for that ocean monument. Let's see. how far I can get before I get plastered and see if I can actually get any prismarine. We'll find that out in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Pinetopia.